Hello, everyone. So excited right now. I'm just waiting for more people to show up and then we can start the whole thing. I don't even have words to describe my excitement at the moment. I'm also pretty nervous because whatever I'm going to review next is pretty mind blowing. But I want to wait until more people show up so I can tell everyone the news. I really hope that those people on the winning list will actually be here as well. If not, then you'll get an email later. So, how's everyone doing? So first of all, how was this open call? Do you think this is your best work yet? I think this is probably the most detail with the brief because the instruction is pretty much like very clear. And do you find it super challenging? Do you find it fun to work with? Is this going to be the work that you're going to put in your portfolio? Because I think the goal for doing this kind of open call is to help you to build your portfolio. And I think this open call has done its purpose. And after 10, I think almost 10 years, I'm very happy to say this open call has achieved something that I'm going to announce later in this live. So let's just maybe give 2 more minutes before we start this. I will first give you a little like tips and tricks on open call, like on entering different open calls because when I received some of the submissions this time, I saw a few common mistakes, and maybe that's something that you guys can improve. And then afterwards, I will start to announce the winners and tell you exactly what the surprise is. I'm just looking at a lot of comments right now. I can learn K6 or After Effects into. Oh, good that you learn After Effects. I'm drawing Gucci for ages. So, yes, I know Gucci has been on everyone's mind for the past, I think, 5 to 6 years, just because every every outfit is really, it's basically for illustration. It's super illustratable. So I understand that. So this time when I got this, I was just like, this is amazing. And just tell you that um originally it was just a fun open call, but it just turned into a bigger thing just because of you guys actually putting an effort to create this submission. So you guys need to like give yourself all the credits. I'm just the one who is curating this and then just be the middle person between the artist and the brand. So um no matter who's going to win today, I'm just gonna say you guys did an amazing job. Like to me, it's actually a really tough call. Like thank God that I'm not the one who picks the winners. I'm just the one who is just like, oh yeah, I think this is my list, but I will go with your list. So I see a lot of different comments right now. Like, yes, good luck everyone. Um yeah, everyone is so excited. Um I'm just looking at all the comments right now. Okay, so before we start, I think today the Patreon members have already cast a vote on the next open to call topic. So probably next week I will announce the topic to the public. So stay tuned. And speaking of that, I'm gonna give you like 3 points of what I saw in this open call. The first one is branding. A lot of people, when they submit the illustration to me, they love to put Adidas and Gucci. But what they need to really do is do a little research because whenever you search Adidas X Gucci, you can see Adidas is in lowercase. So and then Gucci is all in uppercase. They did that on purpose. So make sure that if later on when you are entering different open calls, make sure you check the brand before you submit it to me because that's some. It's sort of like you are respecting the brand, so you make sure that you follow their instructions. So, another thing that I would say is draw a dot is about fashion illustration. It's not really about fashion design. So make sure that you don't send me any original designs. When I ask you to do the Adidas Gucci open call, I'm expecting you to look for outfits from the collection and draw, not creating your original outfits. Basically, what happened is I have to reject a few of them. So, and the last one obviously is the instructions. Like it's really important to actually read the instructions because I I rejected a few submissions. Basically, they just gave me runway looks, or they gave me something that has nothing to do with the collection. So that's that's something that I constantly want to remind you guys to look for the like read the instructions before creating your submissions. And based on what I saw from this open call this time, I think I will encourage you guys from now on when you enter any of the open call competitions, start to create a mood board when before you create your illustration, just because it's really useful. And I feel like the winners who have like who the winners who created those Gucci illustrations actually have created a mood board, because I can see, oh, it's really cool. It's really consistent, and their works are just really like cool. So now, you guys ready for the review, for the surprise? If you're ready, then just type yes, or you have questions, you can ask me. Do you guys have any questions, or you just want me to go? Yes, I can see everyone is ready. Yes, yes. Okay, so here's the review. They are going to be 16 winners, 1 6, 16. Um, all of them will be on Gucci website. Yes, Gucci will have an article on up on this open call and show this 16 illustrations. And they are actually going to be 3 top winners. And so, yes, this is the surprise. We have done it. We have actually find a way, because of your submissions, because of your works. We can reach out to the brand, and the brand's like, you guys are really good. We decide to have a little space for you on the website so that people can see your artworks. So, um, once I announce the winners, once I finish this call, like this live, within either today or tomorrow, I'm just still waiting for the agreement. You will receive an agreement from me, because Gucci will need you to sign the form to release the image so that they can post it on the website. So if you are one of the winners, once you get the form, make sure you send it to me ASAP. And at the same time, the top 3 winners will actually get a little prize from Gucci as well. But what is it? I actually don't know. I will email you, because I will need your mailing address. So that's all I have to say for now. Um, so now I'm just gonna say that I have all the 16 illustrations on the tablet, and I would say, based on what I see here, um, these are all the things that I actually teach my Patreon group. I find that all these illustrations have a story to tell. And then at the same time, they really fit the aesthetic of both brands. So they actually, like, you if you look at the illustration, you can like, oh, that is like a Gucci ad, or this could be a good like Adidas ad. And if you one of the things that I taught my Patreon group was, when you, especially for this open call, is to think about, after you create your illustration, try to imagine you put it in the Gucci feed, Instagram feed, and see if your illustration will actually work with the entire feed. Because if your illustration works with the feed, that means that your illustration has that brand's aesthetic. And what I'm going to tell you is this 16 illustrations are all chosen by the design team from Gucci. And I know the creative director, Alexandro Michela, has also looked at some of the submissions as well. So that's why this time your works, whoever like participate in this open call, is like a resume to Gucci. So hopefully at one point, there's a chance that you can work with them. And this 16 illustration is basically a glimpse of what um, fashion brands want from you. Fashion brands want from the fashion illustrators. So you can see some of the illustrations that I'm going to show are very commercialized. And this is a chance for you to think about if you didn't get picked, maybe you can start to think about there are two options. One is you need to think about how your illustration can be more commercialized and easy for the consumers and the brand to digest. Or you can think about, oh, maybe this is not my brand. This is not the aesthetic I'm going for. Maybe I'm supposed to go for like other brands. You are free to explore other brands. Maybe your works will actually work for other brands as well. So don't take this as, oh, I didn't get picked, so my work sucks. No, it's more like think about how you can work on your illustration and make it more interesting for brands to see. So without further ado, I am going to show you the first 13. This 13 for sure like will be on Gucci.com. If you guys are ready, I'm just gonna take my book so that I know the names. So the first one is by Natasha Kakanovic. If you're here, just say I made it. um, the second one is by Sasha Romaska. I love this one. The third one is by Katerina Vasilieva. I hope I didn't butcher anyone's name because this it's hard to pronounce some of the names. And the fourth one is Annette as well. The fifth one is Cassie Lee. The sixth one is Andre Di Helio. There's an animation version of this, so make sure that you actually go to her Instagram account and check it out. It's actually really, really cool. The sixth, I don't even remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The seventh is Chia Moon. Really love this whole abstract thing. And the eighth is Katerina Balashova. And the ninth is Agata Tripusovsky. It's funny how she told me that this is not how she imagined, but it worked really well. So the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I lost count. 1 second. Oops. Okay. 10th, Christina Bui. And 11th is Clemens Mora. And the 12th is Haley Stewart. And the 13th is Glenn Sandoval. So before we go to the top 3, this is one of the questions a lot of artists ask me. Should I keep exploring different styles? Should I change my styles? Um, I will just say try it out and see how people react to your new illustration style. So if you look at Glenn's style, if you are familiar with Glenn's work, it's all about surrealism. And this time he has changed his style a bit to enter this open call, and it worked. So I guess don't be afraid to work on like different styles and explore different styles and continue to evolve yourself as an illustrator. So that's the tip and answer I have for you if you ask me about your styles, if I should change it or not. So now we are going to talk. Here comes the top three. So they are in order. The past 13, they're just the best. But this three, they have specific orders. So and then now you can understand what the Gucci team really is looking for. So the third place is Adri Renalso. And the second place is Parko May. And here comes the winner. Okay. I hope you hear because this is also my top favorite. And the winner of the Adidas Gucci Open Call is Jamie Edler. Composition, amazing. Details, amazing. This is like a postcard. This is like a retro postcard that I can see it as an ad. So there you are, the top 16 from Gucci. And I hope the winners are actually here or they just hide somewhere. um, there's also one person I really, really, really want to mention. And I'm actually going to type this artist's Instagram account here because I hope she's here. So Soha's Creations. I would want you guys to actually look at her entry because her entry is probably the unique one out of all the submissions we have received. And it's about 3D modeling. And this, I tell a lot of people before, this is going to be the future of fashion illustration. Whether you like it or not, you probably will see a lot of this kind of stuff, of this kind of 3D rendering in the metaverse really soon. So if you love to do 3D rendering, if you like to do 3D graphics, I highly recommend you to actually go like start to learn more and start to create fashion illustrations with that kind of software and see what kind of creations you can create. So this is something that I just want to mention. But yeah, this is extremely excited. Um, top 16s, you will probably receive an email from me really soon for the release form. And the top three winners, I will also require your mailing address because Gucci will be sending you a special prize, which I have no idea what that is. In the meantime, do you guys have any questions for me regarding this open call? Like I won't be able to give you details on how they choose it because it's the design team from Gucci who picked the winners and they decide. I think one of the factors is like when they look at the illustration, they will think, is this something that consumers will look at and want to like look at the collection more? Or will they do you think that this illustration is commercial enough to be on a magazine ad? So I think that's how they look into this whole open like this all the submissions. The next open call, I can tell you that is going to be there are three options. One of the options is going to be on the fan favorite Valentino. The other one is on Tom Brown, and the last one is Moschino. Uh, One of them will be the topic for the next open call. Um, I actually have already created created the brief, so um, don't even if you think you know which collection is gonna win, don't do anything yet because I have a really specific like requirement for this coming open call. Um, what I want to say is because of what you did for this Gucci open call. Originally, we were only thinking about three winners because we didn't even know what to expect from this community. But because of the quality of the work, we expand to 16 winners. So think about for the next open call, I will try to contact the brand and see if there's anything we can do, but no promise. I can only say that I will do my best to see what I can do. If I decided if this is going to work out, maybe I would do another live stream so you guys can ask me all sorts of questions regarding that open call. So, any other things you want to ask since I'm here? Ugh, I feel so good now that now that I announced all the winners. Like, I think yesterday around this time, I got the email showing me the winners. I almost want to just like shout it to the world and say, I know the winners. So, any questions? Or you guys just want to go right now? Trust me, I was so nervous today. I mean, yesterday, I actually couldn't really sleep because I was just so excited to tell you guys the winners. But at the same time, like, oh my God, I still have like 12 hours to go. I couldn't tell anyone. I basically have to just talk to myself, like, oh my God, those are the winners. Nothing else, just a big thank you. And at the same time, I just want to say, like, we have, I think, over 150 submissions, and I can tell you that 90% of those entries can easily be one of the 16s. It's just, but when we just put all of them together, we just see which one has more commercial value. So don't feel defeated if your piece isn't picked this time. It's not because your work is not good. It's more like because there is another piece that actually works with this campaign more. And hopefully at one point I can work with more brands and then there will be more chance for your work to be shown not only on their social media but also on their website. And for the 16 winners who won, when the article is out, make sure you screen cap it and then save it somewhere safe on your computer because that is probably the best asset you can have right now because your work is showing up on a brand's website. I'm still in shock. Yes, congratulations, everyone. Um, I I was so excited. I have to keep myself calm. I yes, again, I was just talking to myself the entire night. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, this is like a dream come true because the reason for for working like to creating for a dot was to give you get is to give you guys a chance to be seen by the public, by the fashion industry, by the brands. And I think today we have accomplished that. It's just not only me, but you guys have helped me to do that. Like you guys are part of it. So you should be proud of yourself. And I'm sure that with this, like I have a feeling more brands will start to approach like different artists because Gucci is one of the biggest fashion brands in the world. And if they are willing to take this step and feature the artists, I have a feeling that all the brands will start to have like their eyes on the fashion illustration industry. So congratulations, everyone. Yes. Thanks for the opportunity. Yes. Um, I hope that I can create more opportunities for you. And if you guys have any like cool ideas, let me know as well. I'm willing to explore more with this group. It's just so fun. Like to this point right now. At one point, I think I would be one of you guys. Like you guys are illustrator. You keep drawing, but then at one point you might feel defeated or disappointed because nothing is really happening. I think it's same with me at one point. Like I built Draw Dot. At one point, nothing really happened, and then it looks like no brands are really like taking notice of this community. And there was a time that I feel a little bit defeated. But then I think what you need to do is to really commit to your to this. Like if this is your passion, you need to commit to it, and then make sure that you keep going. Because at one point you could achieve something that you have dreamed for a long time, and this is exactly what I've been dreaming for. Like to have illustrations on a fashion brand's website. So keep doing. If you feel defeated right now, I would just say don't, because you might be very close to achieving a major milestone. So please keep drawing. And I I love you all. That's all. I have no more words. Um, but make sure that next week I also have a YouTube video out. Make sure you subscribe to this channel because that video will give you a checklist. I call that the Fashion Illustrator checklist. So there are a bunch of questions for you to ask yourself, because if you want to turn this into a career, you need to think about, have you done those things? One of the things I would say is, have you been using your network? Have you been going to events and promote yourself? And or one other thing, have you built your LinkedIn page? Those are all the things that you should ask yourself. And you probably, after that video, you will have a game plan of how you want to turn this into a career. So, with that being said, I don't see any more like questions or comment. Congrats, everyone. Exactly. I only see congratulations. With that being said, I think I am done with this session. Make sure that you check next week for the new open call. It's going to be a good one. So, congratulations again. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys later.